Hey guys, we got Halcyon 450 number 120. Today we're going to be installing the 450 roll top bag. It's going to sit about right here. Bag's going to sit about right there. It's good for tools, but for us, we're going to be using it with this 2-liter fuel bottle. Guys, that's like 30 or 35 extra miles right there.
Wow.
We're going to go ahead and get these bolts off. I've got the rack here, so there's a couple extra steps here. We've got to take this bolt off. That's a 17 millimeter. The nut is a 16 millimeter. These are 10 millimeters. The nuts are 10 millimeters also, and then this peg's got to come off. So we're going to go ahead and take those off. All right. The reason I'm loosening this is so these bolts have enough room to come out. With this tight, these bolts are very hard to get out. This one especially. The other one in the back you could probably get out, but this one you cannot. So you just got to loosen this a little bit, give it some space. This peg's got to come off. Unfortunately, we can't use this peg when we use the roll top bag, but I think it's a fair trade-off for some extra fuel. All right, take a look at this bracket here. They have some really good detail on here with a nice logo, and they even welded these round parts on here to protect the straps. Really well made, with the hook on the bottom for the spring on the back of the bag. And that's going to fit right in here. Those line up, and then this hole's going to line up right about there. You can kind of see where the bag's going to sit. Fits very well. The bolts they give you, the top two are 10 millimeter for the head and the nut. The bottom bolt is 13 millimeter for the head and the nut. Yeah, this has to pull out quite a ways here for that nut to, or the bolt to fit right there. I had to put a screwdriver in one of the holes so I could line it up. This piece can kind of bend a little bit from this piece, so it's kind of hard to find unless you put a little screwdriver through one of the holes. One thing to mention, Danielle sent an email out today. Today's the 13th? 13th? Yeah, 13th. Don't tighten all the bolts until you get them all in. So just get them slightly tight, not too tight, just to make sure they all fit. Obviously every bike is different, so there's going to be a little bit of tiny little bit of variance. The reason why you don't want to tighten these, see this, that's got to line up with that hole back there, so you got to line it up first. See that? Then tighten it up. That's why you don't want to tighten these first. There you go. Got a 13 millimeter for the bottom one. Now you can tighten this one down tight and then go for the top two. No torque settings, just whatever's comfortable. When you're putting this together, again, make sure that the bolts aren't all tight until you get the bottom one in and aligned. Then you can tighten the bottom one, then you can tighten the top two. Now for me, because I have the rack, now I've got to tighten that one. This is what it looks like installed. They did a fantastic job on this. This is perfectly level, so I know the bag's gonna sit perfect. All right, here's the back of the roll top bag. One thing I want to point out, these straps, because they welded these round pieces in, it protects these leather straps. So you want to go through here and then down to the buckle. All right, here's the finished product installed. Obviously for tools and extra storage, but we, again, are going to use it for 2 liters of fuel. Perfect fit.